Welcome to the Babies, Kids, and Oils class. Just by show of hands, how many of you have kids that are like 10 or under? Oh, I can't even raise my hand anymore on that one. I just have one that just went to 11. How many of you have grandkids that are 10 and under? Oh my gosh, okay, so we're going to get lots of great information tonight. I'm on the Now community, and we are just so happy to be back in person. I'm going to give away, before we start, a lavender lip balm. If you've never used the Young Living lip balms, they're incredible. They are so moisturizing. I was out of town somewhere and I didn't have the lip balm, and so I had to get one from the store. And I had totally forgotten how much better and moisturizing these are. So I'm going to give one away to the first person, when you look on the little cards that we handed out, that can find the typo. Okay. We didn't want to throw those all away and redo it. So there is a typo, okay? Something is spelled wrong. Raise your hand when you find it. I should have some music. Do, 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 do.
I'll be so proud of you if you find it.
You don't get to.
I don't get to.
But good job. Well done. Well done. Nope, you don't get to either. Well done, though. Well done.
So it's not necessarily a word spelled wrong.
You're right. It could be spelled right, but in the context, it sounds strange. The way it should be another letter added. I thought this was going to be way faster. What is it?
It's breed.
Yay. It is breed, but I'm not going to give this back to you. So you're going to hand it to the person next to you. There you go. All right. So this is obviously a team event. We have a lot of people that help put these on. Sonia brought some of our giveaways tonight, and so she brought the lavender lip balm. We can't give it back to her. All right, so here we go. All right, so just to get started, for those of you who might be new to oils, essential oils are the volatile liquid that is distilled from plants. So they're like, if you take a leaf and you rip it, and that liquid that comes out, you super concentrate, that is the essential oil of the plant. And so it's what keeps the plant from being attacked by bacteria and viruses and things like that. Well, in our bodies, because we are so compatible with plants, it can do a lot of the same things. So each essential oil is made up of hundreds of different chemical constituents, and so the cool thing about it is you might be using an oil for one reason, but you're going to get side benefits, which is pretty awesome. All right, so why Young Living? You can go to any store, especially now. I mean, I see essential oils now in gas stations, in Hobby Lobby. Wherever you go, you're going to be able to find essential oils. And I've never really found a better comparative than this, so I'm going to share with you guys. There is fine European cheeses, right? Okay, you've got fine European cheeses, and you also have Velveeta. Anybody remember Velveeta? Does anybody still eat Velveeta cheese? I was just at my aunt's house in Michigan not too long ago, and she made us a Velveeta cheese sandwich. I hadn't had one since I was like 12 years old. Anyway, so Velveeta cheese, fine European cheese. Are they the same thing?
No, cheese.
They're both called cheese, right?
Actually, Velveeta is called C-H-E-E-Z.
Of course you would know that it's spelled wrong. All right, so they're both cheese, but they're not the same thing. So as with cheese, same thing applies to essential oils. There's so much that goes into the growing and the distillation, all of the steps along the way. Young Living, if you're using Young Living oils, is done with integrity. You can go visit the farms. In fact, I tried this today, if you just Google Young Living Farm Experience, just Google that, it will pull up the site where you can go and plan to visit one of our farms around the nation, and even in Hawaii, Kona, Hawaii, you can go visit one of the farms there. But anyway, you get to see firsthand all of the steps that they take to make sure that our end product is the purest essential oil possible, and that it's going to do what it says that it's going to do. And the success stories, those of you who are in person are going to get to hear some success stories afterwards. You're going to get to also hear our other two presenters talk about ways that they've used these oils. They work. Such a blessing to have them to just pull out. You know, you never know what's going to happen with little ones, and I can't even tell you how many stories we have of using an oil and getting a result and just being so grateful that we had that oil on hand. And then of course community. You get to come to things like this and be around really awesome, fun, positive people. And so we also love that about Young Living. Young Living just really attracts really good quality people. Okay, so 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is topically. So when we're talking about using oils with babies and kids, the best advice that I can give you is a drop of oil to, this is an estimation, about this much, okay? If you just pour a little bit of a carrier oil, like olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, whatever your good quality cooking oils are, you can use. But you're gonna use a drop and then to that much of the carrier oil. Mix it together and then apply from there, all right? You just want to dilute enough. Now I'll tell you, essential oils are very safe. So if you are like, oh shoot, I was supposed to be doing that. I have not been doing that with my little ones. It's okay. I barely ever diluted any of my oils when we were using them on our, and I have my sister-in-law nodding her head, shaking her head too, same thing. But that is the recommendation, is to dilute heavily for babies. And then as they're getting older, you can dilute less and you can see which ones they're having, you know, irritation or reaction to, and then you can dilute more if necessary. Do not ever put water on if they are oil, carrier oil. The water will drive it in more, it'll make it hurt more, okay? All right, aromatically. So you see that we have Genius. Who was it that recommended that we do Seedlings Calm for the class? And I was like, do you want people falling asleep? Do you want people falling asleep during the class? So we put Genius, which is one of the brain-supporting, brain-stimulating oils in the diffuser. So that's a great way to get oils aromatically. You can also take a drop in your hands, just breathe it that way. And then internally, only with Young Living oils. Please, please, please promise you will never go to a gas station and get an essential oil and take it internally. That would be a very bad idea because essential oils are not regulated, so you have to know the company. You have to know what their practices are. You have to know what their purpose is, why they exist, right? And for Young Living, it is about helping people to live healthy lives. And so everything they do with creating the essential oil from the plants is all about you as a consumer in mind. All right. So we are going to transition. Cassie's going to come up here and join me. I'm going to pass some oils. I want to tell you guys this really quickly before Cassie takes over. The little paper that you guys have in front of you, it has a bunch of different recipes on it. Almost all of those oils I'm going to be passing around. And so what you're going to do with this little drum here, you're going to put the amount, it has numbers, right? Did we include the numbers? Nope. Okay, so what you're going to do is half and half. Half of one and half of the other. So 3 to 4 drops of one oil, 3 to 4 of the other. And this is going to be a diffuser recipe for you. So you can, you know, put your little lid back on tonight, take it home, and tomorrow, if you have a diffuser, you're going to throw it in the diffuser with water and you can diffuse it for the next few hours. That you think your little ones or your grandchildren are going to need, go ahead and do that. And if you don't have a diffuser, you can use this just by simply applying. Once again, if you're using it on a little one, you're going to dilute heavily before applying. If you're using it for yourself, I would still dilute if you're not used to essential oils, and then you can see how you do there. Some of the oils are just considered hot oils, and so they can be a little itchy or burning on the skin. Not many of them. Majority of them will be very, you won't even really feel it when you apply it. Okay, so Cassie, coming up. This is my friend. Of 2 super cute little kiddos and that are younger than mine, so this is fun. She's right in the mix of all of this right now.
I am right in the mix. So I have 2 babies, 6-year-old. I guess they're not babies anymore. They're almost 7 and 5. Crazy, but I'm really. They've been oily since they've been born, pretty much. So my daughter, I started using oils when she was 3 months old. And Bryson was an oily pregnancy and an oily baby, so he's been exposed to oils the entire time. They're both healthy and thriving, and they are supernaturally healthy, which is, they have a supernaturally strong immune system, which is amazing, considering they go to school with other kids and lots of germs and loves to share, trading cards. So I'm going to start with seasonal support. How appropriate is this for this time of year, right? And the super bloom that we're in, for sure. Seasonal support is so important. So There are 3 oils. Actually, there's 4. I'm going to talk about 4th, but there's 3 here that are so good. Sniffles, which is a blend of eucalyptus blue, Palo Santo, lavender, Dorado azul, camphor, eucalyptus globulus, myrtle, majoram pine, eucalyptus radiata, eucalyptus citriodora, cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. I didn't realize how many were in it.
Right?
It is pre-diluted for kids, so when you have a Sniffles, it also comes in a really convenient roll-on. You don't have to dilute it. They take all the guesswork out of it. And they use a liquid that they get from coconut oil to dilute it, so it's already safe for your kiddos and you can apply it right on. I like to apply it on the chest just to help open up the respiratory system and support breathing. I love to put it in the diffuser at night, especially at this time of year, because it just helps reduce random coughing. It helps reduce a lot of really maybe some snoring that my kids sometimes snore. Don't tell them I said that. But it just helps open up the airways. So Sniffles is a really great oil for that. Lavender. If you've got a baby under the age of 2, lavender is really great for seasonal support. It's actually great for seasonal support for any age. For babies especially, what I like to do and what I did was, rather than apply it directly on, I would just put a little bit on my chest. When I held them, they could breathe it in, wave it in front of their face, and that's a really great way to start exposing kids to oils, especially if you're nervous about putting them topically on them and you're not sure about dilution ratios. Just put it on yourself and let them inhale it. That's a great way to expose them to oils. And lavender is amazing for seasonal support at any time of year, so it just helps open them up. Eucalyptus is also another really good one. Now, you notice that Sniffles has like all the eucalyptus oils in it. But if you don't have Sniffles and you just have eucalyptus on hand, that's one you can dilute and just very easily put in the diffuser at night. Lavender and eucalyptus in the diffuser would be amazing. Talk about recreating a seasonal support spa, if you will. So that would be a really good one at night. And then the last one I want to mention really quickly is Raven. Raven is like my go-to respiratory support oil. I love anytime my kids are having trouble breathing or they're bringing home a cold, I love applying Raven directly on their chest and the top of their back before they go to sleep at night. And they fall right asleep. They sleep all the way through the night, and it just helps open up those airways and support their lungs. So it's just a really good
Go ahead and pass
blend.
that one right now.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
just cleaning it out. That's hysterical.
Sorry to throw a root, but this is like, I never run out of this oil because it is so valuable in our household. Okay, I cannot say enough good things about the Aoi blend. It is a KidScents oil, and it is full of so many health supporting, immune supporting, healing supporting oils in it. It's a blend. It's got balsam fir, it's got tea tree, it's got helichrysum, which if you haven't heard about helichrysum, do a little bit of research because it's like amazing. Elemi, cistus, hinoki, and clove. So Aoi is our go-to oil anytime we have bumps, we have bruises, we have scrapes. We actually have 2 of the roll-ons that I have in different places in the house because anytime my kids come home with a boo-boo, they're asking for Aoi. And it seems like every oil is Aoi oil to them. So they're always, I love it, love it, love it. And it'll help if they get a particularly colorful bump. It does help reduce color. So it's really great for that. And then helichrysum by itself is amazing as well, but it is in the Aoi oil, and it's kind of a pricey oil, so it's so affordable because then you get the benefits of the oil without having to fork out a lot of dollars, which is really, really cool.
And then, do you want to talk about the animal scents?
Oh.
I use this as like a
Yes. So one of Young Living's best kept secrets is the Animal Scents line. And one of the products in the Animal Scents line is that Animal Scents ointment. If you haven't bought some, I want you to place an order tonight and buy some. Because not only will it last you forever, things. You can use it on your cuticles to help soften them up. You can use it on the cracks of your heels. It is amazing for healing. I mean, anytime there's a scrape or an open wound, apply some healing oils and then slather that puppy right on top, and it will expedite the healing process.
You didn't say healing. It's okay. You said healing,
Mending
right? I'm watching Nan's eyes.
The mending process.
We're just correcting it for the video.
Animal sense ointment is also for animals. I just
her front leg down to the bone, and so we had to take her to the vet. We had stitches, and I literally tried every over-the-counter veterinary product to expedite the mending process. And I had all the Animal Sense line. I had them all. They have a series of 3 oils. We're not talking about those tonight, but you can use those in succession. And then I slathered the Animal Sense ointment on, and I have pictures of how well the wound mended itself. Is that better? Okay, so yes, go buy Animal Sense ointment because it's incredible. And also, one of the freebies this month is the rose ointment. So, and that is also incredible for skin support, cuticle support, crack support. The rose ointment. Yeah. Also another. It's a little bit smaller. So I use it a little sparingly than I do the Animal Sense ointment. However, it is still quite powerful and really great for your skin and all the things. Okay, congestion and cough. Sniffles, again, great to help support the respiratory system for that. Lemon is another really, really great support oil. Lemon is also a natural detoxifier. So it helps get whatever gunk is going on inside out of your body. That's why we tell you to be careful what container you're putting your lemon vitality oils into, because lemon oil eats through petrochemicals. And petrochemicals but it will dissolve enough to release those toxins into the water, which you then are ingesting, and nobody wants to do that. So you want to be very mindful of what containers you're putting your lemon oil in. But if you are suffering, or your kids are suffering with a little bit of gunk in the lungs, a hot, warm glass of water with some lemon vitality oil in it would be a great way to help. A little lemon honey would be a great way to help support that system. Pine oil is another really, really great oil to help support the respiratory system. Myrtle is a blend. Is myrtle a blend? Myrtle is not a blend. Myrtle is not a blend.
It's very gentle.
it feels like a show.
But it's a great blend for reporting the respiratory system. And then for older kids, Eucalyptus radiata, Raven, and RC, I think are pretty. They're pretty similar. They have a few different oils in each blend, but if you have one and not the other, it's not the end of the world. They're both really great at supporting, opening up that breathing.
Did I get a prize because you thought this was spelled wrong?
Was it? Oh, go
But
back.
you told her.
Let's see.
that it was a mistake.
Go back. I
See
gotta
what
see.
color this table is.
I gotta see, Cassie. What did I do? Because this one was my fault.
Oh, the A was before the C.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus. That's right.
There we go. Ecuador. I love it.
Going regularly, maybe they're stocked up for, like, I've had my mama friends tell me that their babies have been stocked up for a week and they just haven't gone number 2, and they get super concerned. So there's an oil called Tummy Jize. It's a KidScents blend that, think Digize for babies is Tummy Jize. It's a little bit more of a pleasant smelling version. In our household, because it helps support all things digestion. So whether things are moving too quickly, whether things aren't moving quickly enough, digize and tummy gize will help support that system. Now, if you have a bug, digize and tummy gize will not help you because it's not made to cure a disease. It's not made to fix a cold or a bug. What it is made to do is work with your body's natural systems to support that digestive system and enable your body to heal itself, because that's what God intended plants to do originally. So digize and tummy gize are two oils that in my household work 100% of the time, every time.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
I have a question. Can you use all these at the same time? Like,
If you want to.
okay, I just want to know if, like, even with the blends,
Yeah.
if you can use a blend on the blender, would you prefer just sticking with one over?
There's no hard and fast rule. Just use your, honestly. The way I always tell people how to use oils, I'm like, it's pretty instinctual. If you feel like you need more than one, then use more than one. It's not going to hurt you. They're just plants. They don't counteract with each other. They're not drugs. Praise the Lord. So just use what you feel like you need. Sleepy eyes is one that if your baby is uncomfortable and just fussy and doesn't want to settle down, put some sleepy eyes in the diffuser. It's an incredible blend. It's got so many good oils in it: lavender, geranium, Roman chamomile, tangerine, bergamot, sacred frankincense, valerian, and rue oil. So it's packed with some really, really great relaxation supporting oils. So it will help soothe the little ones when they're uncomfortable in the evening. And then Roman chamomile is another one of those supporting oils. Just very soothing, very gentle, and just will help relaxing. Especially when you're having tummy troubles. You know, these slides are not very good. It's the same. Again, the tummy trouble, tummy gize, digize. Ginger is another really good one. Now, ginger is in tummy gize, so if you just need a little bit of extra support, like maybe you're riding in a car and it's not agreeing with you, ginger would be a great one to help with that. Also, if you've ever had any animals who tend to get car sick, I love applying tummy gize on the bellies of animals before you want to make sure before you start moving the vehicle and not while you are moving the vehicle, because it tends to have a much better effect. If you have there's a lot of kids I know out there that suffer from digestion issues. Maybe they get a lot of constipation, maybe things just, they're not processing food the right way, maybe they have a lot of food sensitivity. So some things that we've found a lot of success with are Mighty Pro, which is a prebiotic and a probiotic. So a prebiotic helps in your colon, and the probiotic helps the bacteria in your gut. So I love the Mighty Pro because it doesn't have to be refrigerated. So it's really wonderful for traveling, and it tastes like a pixie stick. It is literally the only supplement Young Living carries that tastes like a pixie stick. It's so good.
So good.
And kids love being able to take it themselves. They love
For
having
anybody that hasn't tried it before,
Oh, it's so good. You haven't tried it? Really?
I have no kids in my house.
I know. You have grandkids? It's really good over strawberries, by the way.
oh, that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's really good over strawberries if you have picky kids.
I haven't wanted to waste it over strawberries.
Huh? Well, you're eating the strawberries.
But I'm like, I just love it by itself so much. It's like a treat.
So another really great supplement that helps with kids that have different issues with food is a supplement called Mighty Zymes. Mighty Zymes is an enzyme specifically formulated for kids. It's chewable, which is awesome. It tastes great, and you can carry it in your purse. So it's wonderful. I don't know if there's any in there, but you can pass those around too. The Mighty
Looking
Zymes.
for reactions. Who's taking it? Show us your face. Show us your micro face. I know.
So what really sold me on the Mighty Pro was when they debuted it at convention. They invited a selection of kids up from the audience to come from every age to come on stage and try it live for the first time on stage. And every single sell me some of that. It's good, right? It's so good.
It does taste just like a pizza.
Yes.
Be careful that your kids don't get hold of this.
I know, right? For real.
Yes. So do we.
They try to eat 2 or 3 a day. No, 1 a day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only one a day. Well,
One a day.
only one a day.
Just be mindful that if they,
But
but they might have tummy troubles. They might have tummy troubles if they have more than one a day. Okay, and lastly, ear support. So many youngsters suffer from ear uncomfortability. Was that good? And I think it's even worse. Yeah, they need ear support. So Melrose. Here's a pro tip. Melrose is a super, super gentle oil. So if you have a kid who's really sensitive to owie and feels stings, Melrose is such a great go-to because you can put that one all over and it does not sting at all. Love, love, love Melrose. And Melrose is great for pretty much anything. Open wounds, ear support, bruises, bumps. We love Melrose. Lavender is also really, really great for ear support. And purification. So the way I like to use purification is I put a little bit on my finger and I rub it on the outside of my baby's ears. Now you can put a couple drops on cotton ball and just set it inside the ear, but please do not like tip the head and put the oil in the ear. No orifices is the standard rule. So those are the oils that we like to use. And next, I will invite up Michelle. Also a mama.
yes, I am a mama of 4 girls. So where are my girl mamas in the house? Any girl mamas? Girl grandmamas, grandpas? We love our girls. They keep us busy. They range from age 13 down to 1. Well, 2 next month.
Wow.
So yeah, super, super fun. So I get to start with skin support. So lavender and Melrose with Seedlings Tender Tush. You guys, this is a really good combination to have. It's very gentle. Again, she was just talking about Melrose, but Melrose plus lavender, very gentle, very good for skin support. But then when you throw it in with that Seedlings Tender Tush, it kind of takes it up a little bit. So Seedlings Tender Tush is kind of like an all-purpose ointment that is good for all areas, not just the tush. So, you know, some kiddos will need some support on their cheeks or on their elbows and the creases of their elbows, the knees. You know, this blend, these 2 oils plus this blend of the Seedlings Tender Tush has really come in handy for us several times, not only in the diaper region, but also in the other areas. So, but when in doubt, lavender is really good. Just to use, you can put that with some coconut oil to help aid in any skin issues. So just keep that in mind. If you're like, I don't have all 3 of these, but you have lavender, like, you're good. Okay, so warm to the touch. So let's just take a moment and appreciate our bodies for being warm to the touch, because that is an indication that they are fighting something off. So that's amazing. But also that doesn't take away the fact that we as moms, grandmas, dads, caregivers want to help aid in that process of mending, right? So whether it's helping you feel more comfortable or speeding up the process. So for babies, you're going to want to grab lemon, heavily diluted. Again, like Andre was saying in the beginning, that quarter size of carrier oil, whether it's grapeseed, B6, whatever you have. With the lemon, you can put that on their spine and on the bottoms of their feet. And then for kiddos, peppermint diluted on the spine and feet. Peppermint holds such like a special place in my heart because that was my gateway oil into all the oils and natural living. So for this very reason, with our oldest at the time, she was 6 and a half, and it sold me, and here we are. So those are good for warm to the touch. Go ahead and anytime too, feel free to snap a picture.
And why for babies for peppermint?
It has just the, is it the well, there's, the fumes are so strong.
Yeah.
So you just don't want to get it close to a baby's nose, especially if they were like a preemie and they had underdeveloped lungs, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then in combination, both the oils and with my kiddos now that they're older, I use the lemon and the peppermint on this.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so then general immune support, like this, when I first saw this slide, like this is gold to me because like we tend to, okay, let's be reminded, let me slow down here, that we can live a school or to the gym, daycare, whatever it is, they have that extra defense working on their side. So diffusing thieves, Inu Power, Red Cedar Bliss, these are all great powerhouse oils just for overall immune support. And then application, again, baby incense, myrtle, that she went through the ingredients of those. Cassie did very, very gentle and good ones for the little ones. For children, RC and Raven, those are great respiratory support oils. And then again, Thieves and Red Cedar Bliss for application. And then taking internally, just getting on that good regimen for supplements. Ningxia Red, loaded with antioxidants. It tastes delicious. All of my kids have been taking it. Well, my 6, 4, and 1, 2-year-olds have been taking it since 6 months of age when we started introducing food. They love it. My little one right now does a little Sheena dance. She calls it Sheena. So it's really delicious, and she loves it. And then Mighty Pro again is that pre and probiotic. The Mighty Bites is the chewable.
If you want to take a Mighty Bite as it gets passed around, feel free to do so.
Yeah, the Mighty Bites are great. I will sneak a couple every now and again. Yeah. So that has the vitamins, minerals, plant nutrients. So it's super good. And then the Mighty Zymes again. The enzymes are just great for digestion, liver function. Enzymes are super important in what we're looking into. And then for sleep, these are great. When you think about sleep, it's obviously crucial for development in these little ones, brain development. And then you can go a notch further in just overall health, behavior, their mental state. Like without sleep, like we're a mess, all of us, right? So imagine kiddos just underdeveloped. So these I'm so grateful for, just to have on hand and in my back pocket, whether it be winding down for the night or keeping them asleep through the night, having them in the diffuser while they're sleeping. I sneak in on my kids when they're asleep before I go to bed and get their little feet, a little bit extra, or their spine. But again, I separated babies and children just for the gentle purposes, but really they're all pretty good here. I wanted to read.
Can I tell a quick story about peace and calming?
Yes, please.
Okay, so when my daughter was 3 months old, and I had just got started with oils, the Peace and Calming was out of stock, and when it came back in stock, I bought a bottle. Next time she's fussy, just put a little bit on her and she'll fall asleep immediately. And I was like, okay. So next time she was fussy and wouldn't fall asleep, she was only 3 months old, so I took some and diluted it with some coconut oil. And then I swiped it just on her wrists, and then I put it on myself so she could smell it, and then I set the timer on my cell phone. 7 minutes is what it took from her to go from fussy and crazy to passed out.
Wow.
I was like, oh, what is this? So it was pretty amazing, but not every oil works the same on every body, right? So the same oil has the opposite effect on my son. It hypes him up instead of relaxes him. Isn't it interesting?
Yeah. Yeah, so with that, thank you, Cassie. It's you gotta kind of play around with the oils a little bit, and you learn to really figure out what's best for what kid. And so, thank you for sharing. And also too, just to note that if you have kids, like it's fun putting oils on each other. Like my girls love rolling the oils on each other's spines, on the bottoms of each other's feet. It offers a point of connection, and also they're getting the goodness from the oils. So
And they feel empowered.
Yeah, and they feel empowered. Filling up the diffusers themselves as well, you know, at night, part of their nightly routine. You brush your teeth, put your pajamas on, you fill your diffuser, you know, it's empowering and they're getting the benefits. So we love them. Poor sleep. Tantrums. Oh my goodness. My kids don't have tantrums. They don't get tantrums ever. Just kidding. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm totally lying. But bless you all, because it can be rough with tantrums. But peace and calming is so comforting. It smells amazing. It's peaceful, and I've heard it's good for animals too. Animals can benefit from peace and calming as well. Joy is on there. Joy is very floral, citrusy smelling. Truly brings joy to my heart, and I love joy. I love putting it over my heart and behind my ears. So, and my kids as well. This is what we're talking about. Surrender. Did we get that one out yet?
Yeah,
Surrender is so good. That has lavender, lemon, black spruce, Roman chamomile, angelica, and mountain savory. That one helps them kind of let go of that like controlling unfocused behavior. So we love that one. And then I don't know, does anyone use essential oil jewelry for their kiddos around here? Have you done that before? But our kids like it. It's good like when they're going off to school or and they can at least have that with them, right? I know homeschooling, you can just throw them on them when they're home and they're having issues. Or like dinner time is a major time for tantrums. Yes.
So you know what's not on here is Valor,
Valor's a good one. Yeah.
which was shocking to me because that would I see a shift in 30 seconds.
Yeah, Valor works great too. So that's another one to jot down.
White is not an exhaustive list.
Right.
Yes,
There's so many.
yes.
Otherwise.
There are so many, but white angelica promotes feelings of protection and security, and this can also be used to guard against negative energy. So I don't know, but maybe some kids struggle. Really help with like that negativity, that can come on. So we love that one. It smells really good too. But also, like Cassie was saying too, getting oils on your kids, sometimes they don't. Well, I mean, they're babies. She was saying you can use them as like you're the human diffuser, right? I have a niece who like runs from oils. She's just like super picky when it comes to food, particular in other areas of her life. Her mom comes out with the oil, she takes off running. So she use that method to get to her. So you can always, and you're benefiting as well. So, next, focus. Genius is a diffuser, right, Andrea? Yeah. So that one is such an amazing blend, a genius blend, I would say. It promotes an atmosphere for inspiration and productivity. So this one, this one, did we list the ingredients? It's amazing. So sacred frankincense, blue cypress, cedarwood, Idaho blue spruce, Palo Santo, Melissa, and Northern Lights black spruce. Like each one of those oils individually makes my heart pitter patter, and you throw them all together into this blend. It's like pretty incredible. Also have cedarwood on this list, grounding, soothing, calming. Vetiver, great for creativity and staying calm and focused. And then again, peace and calming coming up. That is blue tansy, orange tangerine, patchouli, and ylang ylang. So really, really good focus oils. Say that again.
I think I put the wrong one.
Forces you
Now
to
it's like not
focus.
matching.
That is, that's so true. That's thick. Okay, and then teething, copaiba, orange, or frankincense. These are all really, really good options. Our particular favorite and go-to has been copaiba throughout the years. It just works. So we place it directly on the side on the gums where they're teething, inside their mouth on the gum where the tooth is about to erupt. So I put it on neat. You can dilute it, but if you try it yourself too, it's very gentle. It's very mild. It's tasty. It is kind of tasty. Yeah. So my almost 2-year-old has all her 20 baby teeth, and I was kind of sad. I'm like, I'm done with the teething. But my 6-year-old came up to me the other day, and she was like, "Mom, my gum really hurts back here." So I grabbed the copaiba. Sure enough, her 6-year molars are popping through, so it doesn't stop at 2. And you can just continue to use these. I've never personally used orange or frankincense because copaiba has been so great, but those are other options if you don't have copaiba on hand. Yeah, so that's it for teething. And then Andre is going to take it over with the top 12 oils we have on.
All right, this is really just for you guys to, if you want to take a screenshot of that. And this is my list based off of like what I would do if I was having babies all over again. I feel like if you have these 12, you have a really good base to cover like almost all of the things that will come at you. Obviously, there's other ones I could add in. I could make a list of 20 and say these are the 20 you really, really need. But limiting it to 12, those would be some good options. All right, and we're not going to talk about these tonight, but I'm aware that there is a whole babies line. Okay, so it includes baby oil, baby wipes, which I use all the time to like take makeup off or like just take them with us in the car if we need something to wipe our hands, things like that. They have a Seedlings lotion that I know that my sister-in-law, my adult sister-in-law, has used for skin support for herself. She loves that lotion because she has always had just some concerns with her skin. I can't use the word, but I can tell you for another video. Seedlings diaper rash cream. I know that Julie is the one, right? You're the one that introduced us to that for under eyes. Okay, so very versatile products. And then the Seedlings baby wash. And then in the KidScents line, there's a shampoo, there's a lotion, there's a body wash. I tell you what, you look at the ingredient list, they're incredible, incredible ingredients in all of those products. So, and they obviously can be used on adults too, not just for babies. And then just continuing, the KidScents toothpaste. The toothpaste has, I think it's some sort of citrus. What is it made with? Grapefruit and spearmint. And so it's not a real minty flavor. It's a little bit gentler, a little bit softer flavor. My kids use that all growing up. They just really started moving over to the Thieves in the last couple of years. We already talked about Mighty Pro and we talked about Mighty Bites. I love that Mighty Bites is whole food nutrition, has minerals, has all kinds of things that that little body needs. All right, you're gonna come up. So Angela is going to come up right now. It's my sister-in-law. She's going to talk to you guys about the promos for the month. Right here.
They're right here. Where'd they go? Hi, everybody. Yeah, so when you place your monthly order, because that is absolutely hands down the best way to get your products, you can place one order, every few months, of course. But when I was a single mom on one income, I found it very, very helpful to have a budget that kind of kept me in line. So if I place a $100 order, I could switch it every month with different products and still get the benefits. The cool part is when you spend, you get more. So the 300 PV promo level is when they send you all of the products that we're going to look at now for free, because you've placed enough of, especially if you get those 12 oils, frankincense alone and some of the ones that Andrea had on that list are expensive. So if you're going to go full bang, then do the whole thing and get the 4 free oils this month, or free products, plus the extra points, because you'll earn 10% back in your first 3 months. You'll earn 20% back in months 4 through 24. 25%. Now, by a show of hands, how many of you have been on loyalty rewards longer than 24 months? Yeah. You see that I'm not alone in this whole budgeting thing. Like this isn't literally, it was my, instead of going to Target, right? We joke about all the things we can buy off the shelves in Target. I would get my personal care items. I would get my supplements for myself and my kids. It was the basics. I would get my cleaning supplies. I would buy, I was transferring at that point products for immune support, because I loved how you said tonight, Michelle, we have so much that we can control in the proactive steps that we take. And so I wanted to make sure, and I was also the mom that snuck in and did thieves on my kids' feet. I'm sure they're going to have nightmares about it. There's 19 and 17 now. But I still think that just set them up for such a great, healthy body, and they're both outstanding athletes now, and really have a lot of great immunity because of what we've done proactively. So all of that to say, the 4 products that I wanted to point out last month, you can buy it on Loyalty Rewards this month. And so I'm going to pass around Season Essentials because this is the other one that came out last month. And this is like your lemon, lavender, and peppermint in a bottle. So I've been taking about 5 to 6 drops with 5 to 6 drops of copaiba because I just love copaiba in a capsule. I'm not diluting because I've taken oils internally for a long time. And I have found that it's been very helpful for what Liesl calls the sneezy treesies, right? All the flowers that are blooming and driving us crazy in the desert. So I'm passing it around because I want you to smell it. It's lavender, lemon, peppermint, but it also has goldenrod, and it has the other one. What is it?
Eucalyptus blue.
Eucalyptus blue. Yeah. And never in my whole life that I thought, that was great. In tea, I've been swiping under my nose as well. That's the other place I've been applying. But it's one of those versatile oils that I can take internally or use topically. And we've been trying to diffuse it, but I told Jerry I'm going to save it for diffusing. I've got other things I want to diffuse. So you can add those 2 oils to your Loyalty Rewards. Don't forget the Spring Simplified collection is out. So if you're looking to replace candles in your house, the Simplified collection is 3 oil blends that are perfect for diffusing and just bringing about great scents. We also have for the Love of Lemons bundle, you all can buy your bundles on your Loyalty Rewards now. So the Love of Lemons bundle comes with Luscious Lemon and all of that. Very, very great for May, June, summery coming. So think about what you can add to your order.
And it's the
It is the cutest diffuser, the macaron. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a ceramic top, but yeah, adorable. Okay, so the 4 products at the 300 PV level is the rose ointment. We've mentioned this tonight when we were talking about the animal scents ointment. Like Cassie said, this is one that I keep in my cupboard that I get out for special occasions. Not special occasions, just for mom, right? Like again, it's not one that I'm just gonna pass off. But it's really great for dry skin. It's really good for even split ends. Yeah, in your hair. Carrie's giving me a little note back there about as a supplement. They're just super tiny enzymes. So as much as you guys got fired up about the Mighty Pro and taking care of your gut with the probiotic, the Detoxzyme is great for enzyme. It's a vegetarian option for an enzyme to break down and help your body digest what you're eating. And then the oils that come at the 190 and 90 level.
It's good for seasonal stuff too. The detoxing.
Sure. I'm an Allerzyme girl for my seasonal stuff, but yes, Detoxzyme for seasonal. Yeah, because a healthy gut helps your body do what it was, process the things that are good for it. I don't know. This is unclear as I can be. All right, 2 oils. 2 oils come for free this month. Digize we've talked a heck of a lot about because unfortunately a lot of people suffer with issues that keep them from going too much, and Digize helps kind of normalize all of that. Water. I put 30 drops of citronella in today and about 10 drops of peppermint. That's going to be my outdoor diffuser filler. So then I can have my diffusers going with citronella in them to help kind of get rid of the pests in the air. And unfortunately we have some in our house right now, so we're also spraying this around dead plants that need some summer help. Okay? So, and then at 100 PV, you get a Loyalty Rewards exclusive of 10 points in your that we have in the Living Well Now Lifestyle group. That's our exclusive member group, only for people who have talked to one of you and are excited about being part of our team. You can join that group, learn about the products even more, but we have a special giveaway for people who are on a Loyalty Rewards or hop on this month so that they can enter one of 5 mystery grab bags. So all you have to do is screenshot your order, stick it in the comments, and we will we'll choose those winners at the end of the month. So that's what that QR code goes to. Andrea, back to you. Other promotional pieces, I believe.
All right, we're gonna finish this up really quickly, actually. Yeah.
Here.
Fantastic. Okay, so other things coming up. We have a lot of online offerings coming up. 10 reasons to go to convention. So just by show of hands, who has been in person to convention that's in the room? Oh, like over half of you. That's fantastic. So for those of you who haven't been, you do not have to be building a business with your living to attend convention. In fact, when we first started going to convention, we were just going to learn about the products, and it's incredible. You learn so much. You get to experience all the products. You get all of the new releases of the products that come out that year. Super fun. So this, if you are interested in going, click on here. They also just came out today with the tickets for online. So if you're unable to go but you want to be part of that convention experience, you can grab a $50 online ticket. That will give you access the week of to get the new products before everybody else gets them as well, and get to be part of all of the expo stuff and all of the keynote speakers and the classes that come. Coming up next month, June 7th, the raindrop technique. If you're not familiar with the raindrop technique, we honestly should have had it as part of the baby and kids class, because every time my kiddos get sick, they're like, can you do a raindrop on me? And it's like this, I'll akin it to a massage, but it's really not a massage. But it's a series of 8 oils that are put on the feet and along the spines, and there's some feathering that's done on the spine, and it ends with a warm compress. And you can go on YouTube and find stuff, but you can get the kit. It's called the Raindrop Kit. The oils in it are so powerful for support. So the following month, we will do a recap for those who are unable to attend convention. That'll be time to learn about new products, etc. Each of these events are $8. Guests are free.
Some of you are bundle holders. They're going to be top notch. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.